All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode with the Side of Chaos. It's Patricio, aka Rocky, and as always, he's coy, he's quiet, he's chill, but he will fuck you up. You give him a freaking Mountain Dew. Give it up for Salty Aaron himself, Salty.
What's up, dudes? How are you?
How you been, man?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Been alone in my house the last 2 weeks, roaming around. That's too long to be the alpha of a single property. You know, I need to have some competition.
Dude, how is it that like our lives sync up in the most weirdest way possible? We both moved like on the same week.
Yep. I definitely moved the same week that you moved. You moved to downtown, and I left downtown forever.
I know, like, and I left the suburbs to go to downtown, and I'm where I'm at right now. I'm with my people.
Yeah, you're with your people. Those people are going to start Walking Dead expansion series pretty soon, and they're going to walk outside of the city into your neighborhood, and then I'm going to start laughing hysterically when our downtown needs to be extra clean. If you don't know what I'm trying to say,
dude. No, I actually had a walking
homeless. That's what we're talking about. The homeless.
I had a Walking Dead experience. Was
it under the bank?
No, it was under the lights of downtown Orlando because I was coming from a show at Bonkers. I went to go see our buddy Miguel Colon, and dude, I went hard that morning. I had drank throughout the afternoon, and then I'm like, oh shit, I got Miguel's show. So I walked over.
Was that Friday or Saturday? You did
that? I went to Friday's show.
Oh, Friday's show. So you went from Miguel's to the morning. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So went to Miguel's show at the corner at Bonkers and had a great time. But then, dude, I started to crash towards the end of his set, and I'm like, all right, I know I'm tired, but like I got this. So I got stabbed in my leg, biting my tongue. I'm like, I'm awake. I ain't gonna do this.
I'm sure Miguel loves how you describe the end of his set. You trying to stay the fuck awake.
Well, dude, I was mentally crashing.
He doesn't have Kermit's. I mean, he doesn't have Mike's thing. You know what I mean? So I mean, no flames. You know what I mean?
And dude, I'm
That's
like,
a good joke.
The show ends, and I go to Miguel. I'm like, dude, Bobby, I gotta go. I'm tired. He's like, bro, you good? I'll see you later. And I'm walking down.
Did you tell him about how you were falling asleep during the set?
No, I think his friend told him that like 10 minutes after I left.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because I was sitting next to his boy the whole time, and I'm just like, and dude, I look like I have ADHD HD because I was just moving all over the place, just trying to keep myself awake because I was just tired.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
like paranoid android, you know what I mean? It was like keeps moving and shit, you know, like I don't know where the fuck I belong, you know what I mean?
And I'm walking down Central Avenue to my house, Central Boulevard to my house, and I get to the corner of Roslyn and Central, and I'm like, God damn, I'm tired, and I lean up against the light post, bro. I lean up against the light post, and I'm like, let me just relax for a second. And you know, when you say let me relax for a second, it's not a second, right?
I don't ever do that because I don't relax. Once I go down, I need a sleeping pill and a fentanyl shot. You know what I mean? That's what breaks me down.
And next thing you know, someone smacks me on the back on my shoulder. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, bro, you were snoring. And I'm like, yo,
I'm snoring on the street. I'm like, singing in the rain, snoring in the street.
I'm like, bro, did I fall asleep? He's like, dude, I think you fell asleep on the light post. And I'm like,
was this someone you knew?
No, this was a complete
was he walking his dog?
No, he was just walking.
And he goes, well, you know what? I got to give it up for that good Samaritan. Honestly, if there was a guy standing up, sleeping on a light post, I would think meth or like crack or you know what? You got some good H that night. You know what?
I do.
You somehow managed to be equilibrium and just stay on that light post. You know what I mean?
And I walked home and I'm like, God damn, I must have been really tired to have fallen asleep standing up on a light post on Central and fucking Roslyn.
How much withdrawal were you going through? Was that a part of it?
It wasn't withdrawal. Is that okay? So earlier that afternoon, a friend of mine, a air quote friend, came over, and we partook in the booger sugar. And the thing was, she kept asking. She wanted more, and I'm like, I'm good. But the thing was, instead of her just taking it like that, she would come to me and she's like, here you go, Pa. And I'm like, okay. And dude, I didn't.
So you were jazzed like Nicolas Cage before fucking a comedy show. And by the time you got to the comedy show, you were done with your bumps.
I was Nicolas Cage in
That's why you were fiddling the fuck around. It doesn't have anything to do how tired you were. You were coked out of your mind, and your brain just said, I'm done, dude. I'm done. I'm checking the fuck out. I'm going to leave this comedy venue, and I'm going to fall asleep halfway standing up on a fucking light post. Tell me I'm wrong.
I was the Nick Cage, like, okay, let's go. mixed in with the the eccentric one from Face Off. And then with a little sprinkle of the one from Matchstick Men. He's like, you ever been beaten in the side of the court until you piss blood? That's the Nicolas. Like, I had 3 Nicolas Cages in one that weekend.
That's a lot of Nicolas Cage. I think when you should embody the embodiment of Nicolas Cage, you should only choose one.
So
you know what I mean?
Which would be the Nicolas Cage you'd go with?
I've already become the living member of Live in Las Vegas. Okay, that's the truth. Because imagine I'm the Nicolas Cage who got up and got sober, and then I still partied on differently. That's my Nicolas Cage.
So how is so your new place? You're the alpha of your kingdom.
No, I am not. I am beta to those bees. We have way too many, and I'm already out of poison, so they're winning. They're fucking multiplying. The wasps out here are ridiculous. Winter Park. I thought the wasps I was gonna have to worry about live in houses, not.
Jeez, man. But no, what have you been doing this last week? Because like you and I. Honestly, I feel bad for our friendship because I'm never available. I feel like such a dick.
I've learned to expand my life beyond your stories.
Thank you.
You and I do not like the same things.
No, we don't.
At all. You like things where people will dress up and go to a party as SpongeBob's and dance all night long on Molly and cocaine.
And then he'll be like, you want to come listen to a 48-minute of a Metallica song?
I didn't ask you to do that. I said, do you want to go to a Metallica release party where there are people to communicate with you? I don't ask you to go to movies with me. I don't ask you to do anything with me but comedy, which requires you to network for me.
We should go to the movies, man. We went to a movie one time. And I forget what we saw.
We saw, it doesn't matter. You sat with your ex and I sat in the back. So
right.
If you really want to fucking know, our friendship really started devaluing itself there.
Thanks, Jeff Kaufman. Oh, man. But no, honestly, God, for the people who listen, Salty and I are always busy and our schedules tend to like cross every now and then. And I think like our common ground outside of here is Other Bar for their open mic on Mondays.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Like you just like
I got a Monday spot getting work. Okay. So that you'll never see me any Monday ever again at Other Bar until I'm done working.
Okay.
You don't get this yet?
I don't.
We are friends. And I try to set situations where you and I can be friendly without having outside objections coming into play during the time we hang. Those times are neglected upon, so I've stopped doing it. So this is our chill time.
It's not that it's neglected. It's that like I stretch myself over way too much, and I feel like you as my partner. Wow, that came out really.
How's this? Go back into the woods. Do more drugs with strangers and come out of a better person than you are now. Because I liked you before you went into the woods and you did drugs with strangers.
What he's referring to is my ayahuasca ceremony that I did about 3 months ago. And I mean, that was a benefit. Like I feel better. I'm happier. And you're just
welcome to comedy. If it doesn't hurt, it's not real. I'd like to bring in our guest tonight, Ants Rants.
Ants Rants. Let's give it up for him. How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
let's.
Yo, my stomach hurts right now. I just want to
listen. I love you. I love you. I am going to keep destroying you until someone fucking hears me.
Next time you guys are gonna have a lovers quarrel, though. Don't. You actually rescheduled this shit earlier. I'm just gonna air the whole thing, bro. You rescheduled this shit earlier. So I can come here to watch y'all.
You were saying you were excited to be here.
I was excited to be here, but I didn't know I was going to be like working. I didn't know I was going to be doing therapy. Like, do you understand?
No. This is
hurt. You understand? He goes, hey, we should set up something, man. We should go on like a Monday or something. This fool goes, not Mondays. I had Mondays free for you, but now you busy, so I'm working on Mondays. I hit you on Monday when I ain't busy.
No, tell me that isn't how you play me, though. Tell me how that is. I'll call you when I got time. So you know what?
That's
cold. I'm not gonna deny that.
He's moved on.
I'm not gonna deny that. I don't have another salt. Salty.
Respect. The moral of the story is, single people, respect yourselves. Okay, be like Aaron and respect yourselves. Be like Salty and respect yourself. You don't gotta wait for your Patricio to hit you up when they feel like it, when they got time. Once ayahuasca sets in, and they're like, "Oh my god!" I realize our friendship meant so much more. It's gonna be too late.
Well, no. Here's the sad part about the whole ayahuasca ceremony. I had 3 revelations. I've talked about this. Oh yeah, the ayahuasca episode will be released next Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
No, it's done.
The cult submissions. Well, when is the cult submissions going on, bro? The cult submissions will be released on Chaos.
You know what? Here's how you're going to win podcast of the year.
All right.
You're going to, hey, Orlando, hashtag Orlando City, hashtag Orlando Weekly, hashtag ayahuasca. Your podcast, $100 in ads. There, thou we beat Tom and Dan.
Yeah, no, we can do it. We can fucking do it. And actually, you bring up a great topic. Yes, we
Ants Rants, aren't you on the best of this year?
Yeah. Shout outs to Esther Line, man. You boys headlining.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, and like I love when the Orlando Weekly thing comes out, because it's like everyone gets a chance to flex for a little bit. Everyone gets a chance to, meet up with like network with everybody, just like spread the word of your product. And shout out to Missy right there. Look who's in the chat right there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's the big homie.
Tatiana.
Just so y'all know, if anybody shows up, it's not gonna be for me. Because I took the flyer and cause I get like love on Instagram. Shout outs to Instagram. And I get love on there. So I put it on there, but for some reason, when I was looking at the flyer, I don't know why, but I hit no. So like I sent that shit to all my contacts, and it just says no at the bottom of it. It was like, I'm gonna be here, but nah. My ex-wife hit me up. She goes, no.
I bet you hit up my wife too. She's like, I'm in Japan. No.
I did that last year where I just mass messaged everybody, and I accidentally mass messaged my ex-girlfriend.
Word.
And that message led up to like another 4 months of us just fighting again and again.
Yeah.
She's like, that's why I never liked you. You have a horrible attention to detail. She's like, you're always rubbing it in my face, bitch. Next thing you know, they're like, why are we fighting?
The tension was too thick and the topic wasn't nearly enough, but I hate you now.
P.S. Your mom still ain't shit.
Oh, but no, on today's episode, wow, that's a hell of a fucking intro. We're sitting down with Ants Rants, and I love how this interview happened, because like I said, chaos is chaos. I'm busy. He's busy. We text each other like maybe once or twice, a week.
Yeah, at this point.
At this point, because we're just like, he knows my schedule. He sees my posts. Everyone knows I'm fucking busy. So once in a while, I like, oh shit.
If you're just joining us, catch the beginning of this episode and listen all the way to this point, and you'll understand why that is so funny right now. Go, continue.
And Salty, every Monday or Tuesday, I get a message from Salty. He's like, "Who's our guest for this week?" I'm like, "Fuck." All right, damn it, let me see what I can do. And he messages me at the worst time because I'm working. I am at my office. I'm doing my shit. And I'm like, let me see who I can get drunk with tonight. And, maybe I'll run into somebody downtown and boom, we have a show. And I'm like, yo, Salty, I'm gonna need you to like find someone this week. Let's get it going. And then when he sent me the message saying that he was talking with you, and I'm like, yo, I've heard him. I have seen his flyer. I've heard about his reputation. I would love to sit down with this dude. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, we got him. And I'm like, okay, we're going to have a fucking good ass time.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I would like to hear what my reputation is too. I have no idea. I'm usually I'm available. If y'all need like a conduit friend, I could be a go-in-between, bro. I don't really do nothing. I'm not as busy as y'all, bro. I'm just selling dime bags and writing jokes at the house. So you guys can just hit me up whenever, bro. I like the movies. Equalizer's coming out. The new
The Flash came out. The Flash came out yesterday.
Yeah, I
Did
know,
you see
bro.
Bro.
I'm ready to see Michael Keaton like that, bro. Let's go,
Dude.
Let's go.
Honestly, God, I have a 4-hour gap after this episode. I would totally be down to see I would say Batman. No, I want the Flash, but we all know it's Batman 5.
Exactly.
The only reason I'm going to this is to see Keaton.
Hey, that's it.
I just want to see Keaton be good in the in the DCU and the MCU and go, hey, Michael Keaton is still a better actor. The entire acting force that you have given us up until Michael Keaton's return.
All the Batmans together could not equal like one
Keaton.
It could not equal. Have you ever danced with the devil
With
in
the
a pale
pale
moonlight? No Batman on could pull that off. He was born with the eyebrows.
Yo,
for the fuck,
dude,
right? He was born with the eyebrows. With the what'd you just say? That bullshit, like that. You know what I mean? He was born with those. There's no other Batman that ever had those. His shit's built right into the Batman curve thing. It was.
Oh my God, you're right.
Bro.
Holy shit! I never noticed that.
That's the secret to the whole thing.
The first two Batman films should have set a precedent about how all superhero movies should.
Right.
Be.
Yeah.
With who directed those? It was Tim Burton.
But why are we not bringing back Jack Nicholson as the Joker though?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, I would. Okay, if they would have, that shit would have been popping. That shit would have just been like, I'm totally in 100%.
Yeah.
And I actually found out something fun about Jack Nicholson when he signed up to be the Joker for that film, because his normal his minimum was $9 million to be on a film, and he was like, you know what, this shit's gonna be big. This shit is going to be big. So instead of taking the $9 million, he took a cut and asked for merchandising rights and for royalties from the sequels. So they didn't know that the Batman film was going to do what it did. So
he did.
He did.
I mean, if you saw what the Batman did in the 50s with just
Adam West.
Kapow exactly. The kapow. Now there's no kapow. There's real violence. Oh, that's going to be amazing.
So he made mad money off the merchandise.
Oh yeah.
He made mad money off the films. So here's the thing. He got money for Batman Returns, Batman and Robin, and Batman Forever. And he wasn't even in those three films.
Right.
He got over $90 million in royalty.
What about Keaton?
Oh no, let me get to you on Keaton. This is some funny shit. But if you do the math for inflation, that's $200 million that he made by not doing shit.
That's gangster. That's somebody that's definite. Salutes to Jack Nicholson, man. Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Listen to Jack Nicholson when it comes to financial advice instead of making 90 shitty movies in 1 year. But I love you for making all of them, because now I have something to do.
Shout out to Renfield, man. I watched Renfield.
Which one?
Renfield.
Renfield.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen that.
Nicolas Cage is definitely, if you've ever wondered what Dracula would be like if it was Nicolas Cage as Dracula, it is great.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
I love Nicolas Cage regardless. And
there you go.
When he played himself in Overbearing Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Him and Pedro Pascal working together. That was just pure cinematic magic right there.
What about when he played himself in Face Off? Or when he played himself in Con Air, or when he played himself in Renfield, or when I mean, like it's fucking Nicolas Cage, bro. That's what's beautiful about it. Somebody was telling me, giving me acting advice, and they were saying that somebody said, "Yo, if you're gonna be an actor, the trick is to just be the thing. Don't act like a pilot." Like be you as a pilot. Yeah. So Nicolas Cage is the reason why, is because that's fucking, if it's Dracula, no, it's Nicolas Cage as Dracula, bro. Nicolas Cage went to prison in Con Air, and that was Nicolas Cage. And he was in prison. I'm gonna save the fucking day.
Put the buddy.
Yeah, the boss.
Oh man, Nicolas Cage. We got
double, bro. That's the run. That's the run. That's the run. Here's the run down.
We got completely sidetracked, but yeah, let's talk to you, Eds. Let's go. Let's talk about this. You are an Orlando comic.
How are you related to Nicolas?
6 degrees related to Nicolas Cage. I watched Gone in 60
degrees of
Seconds with a dude that I'm pretty sure I can't do the math.
You were in one of the cars that Nicolas Cage stole.
I was in the Shelby.
No, Gone in 60 Seconds was my stage name. No, but
career's gone in 60.
No, for real. But no, Ants, let's talk about you.
Please. That's why I'm here.
Kill my mic.
You're an Orlando comic, and how long have you been doing this, man?
3 years, a little over 3 years.
3 years.
At this point, yeah.
I would honest to God think like you've been doing this a lot longer.
It's the great bit. I see what I'm saying. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's the hardest thing about me in this game. It's like I'm still new here. But like I'm old and shit. So like people are like, yo, that's what the OG. He killing it still with the young guys. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Did you just censor yourself?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause I had a white mom that would hit me a lot. You know what I mean? You got a polo on. I ain't supposed to cuss around you.
You know what happened? My mom said, no more cursing there, no more cursing. And guess what happened? This is what happens.
This is what happens. You can't oppress that shit.
Yeah, you cannot. I look extra white today too. I'm very
really
much glowing. I'm like,
you are fluorescent right now.
Your beanie game is tight though.
Yeah.
Fuck you with the beanie.
Yo, for real. Like, did I get missing a memo? Like everyone's wearing a beanie right
it's
now.
It's a Gen X thing, man, and it's a part of my thing. You know what I mean? You know, Lighters had that dirty ass blanket. This is like my comfort.
I don't know if I could pull one off.
I don't know. I the only reason I have one on is my hair is obsessively long right now.
Like
obscenely long. I'm sorry.
I'll rock the baseball cap, no problem, because like I could rock the baseball cap. I don't know if I could rock a beanie.
It's all about the vibe, man. It's just how I wear it. This shit ain't even really on my head. It's like a.
I can see that.
It's like a hoodie yarmulke.
It's a halfie.
Yeah, but he's just chilling up there. You know what I mean? Y'all ever see like Oz back in the day, like Adabisi?
Oh shit!
This is the Adabisi collection.
Oh my god! And there you go. We got the Culkin on screen right there.
I hate you, mom. That's the haircut. That's the haircut.
No, that's the because tonight will be the night. No, so Salty has the haircut that like he's got the potential to be a CEO, but he just got high in the garage.
Yeah,
that's all he did right there.
Yeah.
You are extra white every day, dude.
So,
Thanks, Tatiana.
So, like, let me ask you this: what was the shift? Because every comic or every individual who decides to go into comedy, it's like something. Either everyone kept telling them they're funny, or they wanted to try something new, or someone dared them to get on stage. Like, what was the catalyst for you? Like, you know what? I want to start saying shit.
I always wanted to be an entertainer, man. Like as a kid, I just kind of always wanted to be an entertainer. You know, something about like, you know, I don't know, man. I've always wanted to be an entertainer. It's always been in me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then so I used to make hip hop music. I still shout outs to all the '90s hip hop cats. It's hip hop music, period. I just love music and culture, but rap music. I was doing rap shit. I had a couple crews I was with, a couple MC names I had through the years. You know what I mean? And then rappers started getting murdered. So I was like, fuck this. What made the change was bullets. That's what made the change. I was like, yo, I do not want to get you. As soon as you blow up, they want to kill you.
Yo, for real, like, what is so? I don't want to say like what is it about rap music that like that gets the rapper killed? Because like you ain't never seen a a country star getting gunned down. You never seen a boy band massacre.
Never have.
I object.
It's because
I object.
It's because I know that's a bad choice today. That's not sensitive now. Right. We're doing 90s shit right now. He's right. The basketball players are shooting. Or at least pretending to. No, you know what it is, bro?
A man shot up a country festival in Vegas 2 years ago. Definitely.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So
white people are getting tired of square dancing. That's what it is. That shit is ridiculous.
Can you explain square dancing to me? Because how is it that 75 of these white motherfuckers are in the same building and everyone knows every single step and every fucking song is a different routine?
Well, I can say this. Now let me start. I know I'm giving away more than I should during our conversation, but let me start. The reason why I can say this is because I have lineage. I am part white. Right? Dun dun dun. Yeah.
I knew this.
M. Night Shyamalan twist in this yeah, so here I can, and that's why I'm able to say this confidently about what is square dancing. Square dancing is absolute evidence of extreme inbreeding. And the reason is like what you just said, right? You was like, how can they be in there and all of them like a hive just fucking know? Like, how can it? Because it's in their DNA. They all cousins, uncles, aunts, nieces, all the same
It's like three steps to the left, a twirl, kick the back of the foot, two steps forward, up, down. It's like they're doing a combo for Mortal Kombat.
It's like the Borg. They're plugged in.
It's insane.
It's like I learned some of it in school, and in elementary school, it was part of our physical education.
That was a white ass fucking school.
That was a very white school. Y'all had like everybody every day mayonnaise sandwiches. That's what lunch was. God damn. You go to school in an igloo, motherfucker?
I got rhythm.
Word up.
You do. You totally do. And this is where Salty beats me at 100% because I am the whitest Mexican you're ever going to fucking meet. I love hockey. I can't dance to save my life, but fucking Salty got more game and swag than I do on the dance floor.
Wow.
Got more than me too, just so you know, bro. Yeah.
We both have, tongue in the game. Wait, skin in the game. That's what they say. Skin, tongue,
tongue in the game. That's
butts and tongues.
Hey, yo! I think I'm supposed to say that, right? Pause or whatever the kids say.
I forget.
Can we get back on me now?
Yeah,
talking about me. I'm fucking. People love that.
Let's do it. So.
Why are you looking at me?
You get out of the rap game. You start doing your comedy. But like, what
the rap game? That sounded so funny right now. You got a rap game.
so you were chilling with Suge.
She got too real in the streets.
You run up on him. You want him up?
You just slide on the opposite.
Motherfuckers are getting shot left and right. I mean,
that's exact. I was like, it wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't for me, man. Like, I had a son. I got older. You know what I mean? I was like, this is not for me, bro. I don't have that same
Ants was not meant to be a thug.
Yeah, I'm not, bro. I'm not. Like, I have a joke. I tell people all the time, like, you look at me, man, and I look like a thug with an IT degree. You know what I mean? Like you don't know my
I feel like you could fix my computer and sell me a good dime.
See, and I can. I will. I got scales. I'm like, what's that? What's your platform you're working with? And I'll fucking weigh that shit out. Get you good. I will, bro.
So tell me about like your first step into comedy. Like how was that? Because was it like you came out of the gate killing it, or like you were bobbing?
You know what the funny thing is I came out the gate swinging, baby. Like I was able to get everybody that I work with. I'll paint the picture for you, man. I took Carmen Vallone's comedy class.
Oh shit, okay.
Like right before the pandemic shit went crazy. We did the improv show. We did that show like March 20th. Like the week after that, there was no more. You couldn't be outside. So that was my introduction to comedy, man. But the very first time I ever made people laugh, I just went on stage and I said, I grew up in a time when you could tell how good your weed was by the name of the person that sold it to you. Yeah. I bought some weed from a dude named Drip one time.
Okay. Oh my God. That's it. That's a good name. That's a good name.
That was his name, bro. No last name, just Drip, like Madonna, right? And it was crazy.
Yo, now that I think about it, every one of my plugs has a
one syllable name. The best weed plugs got one syllable names. I've had a Drip, a Fat, a Smurf. Who else? Help me out. All of them one syllable names. Drip, Fat, Smurf. Those are my top three dudes. And my new dude got 2 syllables, but we just gonna call him Jay. So my argument is right.
Fuck! I just realized something. My top 3 are all letters. I got K.
Yeah.
I got Q. And I got Z.
Yeah.
K, Q, and Z.
Are any of your drug dealers part of the alphabet?
If it's not a one syllable name and it's not a letter, it's trash.
Today's psychedelic trip is brought to you by the letter Z.
So that happened. Like we did that showcase and all of that. I told my first joke, and it was on from there. I was like, this is where I belong on stage. And I was still a hip hop dude, so I had like the worst intro ever. You couldn't tell me shit, bro. You couldn't tell me shit when I first started. I used to come on stage and be like, what's happening? When I say ants, you say rants.
You worked the crowd like you was running the show,
bro. Yeah, my first joke was like, yo, who remembers that old school hip hop, that 90s shit? You remember that raw shit? And the crowd's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, we ain't doing none of that. Like, I'm fat, I'm old, and I can't rap, bro. I can't do it. But I remember this shit, and then I would do it, and then the crowd would do it, and then certain people was like, hey, don't do that shit.
There was a lot more physicality with 90s hip hop. Like they was doing shit. Now it's just like everyone's just like looking down at the camera.
Yeah.
Everyone's got like either osteoporosis or just like, you know what? No, I ain't gonna do it.
Oh, you're too damn high to do anything. It's really the problem. You're not gonna move around. You don't drink half a cup of cough syrup. You smoked everything under the sun. Took every pain medication you could possibly take. Took mood stabilizer. Now you're emotional and shit. You're crying on your homeboy's shoulder. Both y'all sitting there with skinny ass pants on, with your pants pulled down way too low. Niggas is rubbing on each other and really getting their feelings. Now you're doing gay shit. Now you're mad because you're doing gay shit with your homeboy, and you go out and shoot up the neighborhood. So all they doing is pain pills and shooting and gay shit. Man, that's why. That's the final reason why I got out of hip hop. I don't like pain pills and doing gay shit with my homeboy. Shout outs to gay people. Y'all are cool.
Shout out to gay people.
I don't do gay shit. It's weird. For me. For y'all, it's cool. Shout outs to I love gay people. Y'all my people.
I can't transition from that. Transition. Salty, jump in, please.
Well, this has been a great show. Just kidding. I mean, hip hop is bizarrely violent. You know what I mean? It is a reflection of things that happen to people. So that and that does come from a violent place sometimes. So yeah, and pain pills make that a whole lot easier when you don't have to leave the house to get shot at.
Clean it up.
I remember growing up where like hip hop was just it
just walk away.
Was it as where was like the violent factor when it came to the hip hop game? Was it deep 90s or was it like 2000s where it got like
90s?
It was always there. I know what you're saying, and it was always there. But like you talked about it differently, right? Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't come from like a violent place, really. It comes from a different place where you get away from violence, really. So when it was like broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stage, they just don't care, can't take the smell. We was already saying like it's fucked up out here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But then nobody listened to that, right? And then conscious rappers came out and so it was like, all right, brother, peace, and we going back to Africa. And niggas is like, I am not. Like, no, I am not doing that. Public Enemy was like, we're going to fight that shit right here. They brought us here. We're going to fight the power right here. You go to Africa. That shit don't make no sense. I don't even get it. I can't fight.
The weather's nice. I don't want to go back.
Don't make no sense, right? I don't speak none of that shit. And so it was like, we're going to fight the power right here. And then that thing didn't work, right? That got like turned into something else, right? And then the cracking stuff came. So then it was like thugs and shit. And then it was like, we're going to make this work this way. And then that's where you got like the street shit. And then people were like, hey, their cops are beating our ass out here. So then that became F the police and all of that. So that's the evolution. Like it was people saying that this is what's happening, like Aaron was saying, and then like nobody ever looking at the symptoms and stuff. And then so the diagnosis comes
because it was always funny how like the general media itself would translate like the lyrics from certain songs and like I credit that to whatever, negative was going on in the country itself. So like
also Reagan.
Yeah, also Reagan. But
Reagan.
Here's the one thing.
Which one were you throwing up for?
I fuck with Reagan,
Positive Reagan or negative Reagan?
Both, baby. You can't have the sun without the darkness, motherfucker.
So I
you just gave Reagan a thumbs up. Said crack epidemic at the same.
Listen, man. Listen. I didn't pick that shit up. I grew up fucked up. I didn't sell crack. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Growing up in Chicago, I was how would I say exposed to a lot of shit at a young age.
Right.
I didn't know I was a fucking runner for the fucking Kings until I got jumped. I would always get a book bag. I'd be given $50. You just go here, come back, you're good to go, and that's it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I thought I'm like, oh sweet, $50 for a kid who's 10 years old.
Right.
That's the fucking
growing up messed up. Yeah, you know that's big money.
There's no statute of limitations on drug charges. So Officer P. Diddy back in Chicago, circa 93 to 98. Dude, he's your guy.
I know why you got a white dude on your podcast. That is so smart, man. That is so smart.
He's whiter. He's my legal guy.
No,
what are you talking about?
I know, but it's for the shit. It's funny. Damn, Aaron.
It's still funny. I drove the whitest car. No, when I had the Chrysler, like when I was searching for a car, I was trying to find the whitest car that had the lowest number of pullovers because there's research out there that breaks down the data on certain cars that have a higher percentage of getting pulled over. Yeah. And the Chrysler 300 was on the very top, was on the top list of cars that I could afford at that time. So I got me a Chrysler 200, and I never ever got pulled over for shit. And I'm always fucking riding dirty.
That's a trap. That's a trap. That sounds like the kind of shit that you would put out for drug dealers only. What is it like? Hey, yo, here's the top cars that never get pulled over.
I never. You want to know the highest, the car that gets pulled over the most?
What?
The Honda Civic. The Honda Civic has one of the highest pullover rates.
What about the Sentra?
The Nissan, that's a Nissan Sentra, Nissan, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I remember it was Honda, Hyundais, and Toyotas were like the top 3 for getting pulled over. And then I think it was like 4th or 5th was like the Lincolns.
Bro. Yeah, that makes sense.
The decommissioned Lincoln.
Lincolns got long.
You would think the 3s and the 2s would have got pulled, bro, because we was doing those for a while back in the day.
Yeah.
Big T-shirts and the shit looked close as a Phantom as we can get it.
Mm-hmm.
So
well. They were easily identified by the rims on the car. You know what I mean? That was always
the thing. They didn't have any. You lived in a real bad neighborhood.
That's true. Chicago, I don't think anybody had rims.
No,
we just
it
had
was
like
pointless.
access tires. We all had four bootsies.
It was pointless. It was pointless to have rims because if you had rims, you weren't investing in rims. You were investing in cinder blocks because that's what you were going to get by the end of the week.
Yeah.
I'm surprised rim stealing isn't so popular down here.
I wonder why they didn't come up with a rim that looks like a boot on a car. You know what I mean?
Fucking rock those.
And nobody would steal your shit, bro. You'd be like, oh, he's already down bad.
Yo,
I'm gonna go spray paint all 3 of mine yellow.
No, that's not a bad fucking idea. Like having a removable boot.
Bro, you put that shit in, you park anywhere, fool.
But yo,
Register trademark Ants Rants.
I loved it when I would see the boot out in the wild.
Money.
When you go out there and you see a boot out in the wild, a car getting the boot, it's like, yo, what the fuck did you do?
This asshole.
This fucking ass.
This asshole. Not this lady that probably has like 4 kids that lives in the back of the vehicle because it's way too expensive. You piece of shit. Like, you just easily hate people. You piece of shit. You disgusting loser. Pay a bill. You make me still. Get away from it. I don't want to get the
poverty.
I don't want to get it on me. I don't want to get it on my Chrysler 200.
I think for like a good 5-6 years, the Dodge Caravan was the one with the lowest pullover rate.
And now it's probably the highest.
Probably.
It's definitely the one with the lowest pullout rate. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Ants Rants. I'll be here all week.
Now, let's take a quick to the right now. Let me ask you, like, with your comedy game, like, what's been your drive these last 3 years? Because some comics go in there for a little bit and then they're out. But for people to stay in there for 3 years now, like, what's your drive? What keeps you in there?
Yeah, man, it's my purpose. I was born to like serve, man. You know, I was born to like serve. Like I was born to kind of be there for people and kind of just be a gap, stand in the gap for people. And I'm a good person for people to talk to, which is ironic because I talk so fucking much. But I'm a good listener and I have empathy. Like this is a thing that I've learned through my life, right? Mm-hmm. And so comedy allows me to have, like, my passion is connecting with people and helping people out. And comedy allows me to do that on a larger scale than kind of like anything else I've ever done. And so that's the biggest factor, is that I'm fulfilling my purpose, right? And then the biggest one is it's kind of what I was born in. I always want to be an entertainer. I love helping people. So these things all get done organically through my work. But what's crazy is that my mother was my biggest factor for that. She passed in 18. And
sorry to hear that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Or were you just meant like you didn't want to hear that shit?
No,
sorry to hear. No. I'm playing. I know. And
I have empathy too. It's very minimal, but it is there.
That means that much to me that you shared it, then, my nigga. Right. Yeah. And then what happens is I remember sitting with my little sister and her, and she's like, she was sick. I was cancer and shit, so I had to be there with her.
Oh shit!
Wow, there was nobody else. Everybody else in my family was kind of doing their thing. You know what I mean? So it was rough. You know, my sisters were there as much as they could. Thank God for the support, because I couldn't have made it through, and without them. But I remember being there with her and my little sister, like one of the last, like during that like last week, she was there, and my sister was talking about working out. And my mother was there. She's on a little scooter thing. We're outside trying to get air. My sister's talking about working out. And I was like, I need to work out too. And I remember working out. Like, I remember, because I need to get in shape. Like, I'm 46. I'm out of shape. Right. And it's different. When you was a kid, when you were 16, you do one sit up, your shit was straight.
Yeah.
Just pop up. You look like a fucking action figure, right? Just body glistening, you know, abs tight. Right. I do one sit up now, bro. I'm just passing gas for 40 seconds. Just straight, just.
No.
So I tell this to my sister. She starts dying. My mom over there dying, figuratively and literally. And then,
oh God.
And then she was like, "You should tell that in your shit." And so, like, I got to tell that joke recently in a Laugh Out Lounge. Shout out to Mike Lee, Laugh Out Lounge. And I got to do that and to hear the crowd erupt over that. I put that as a reel. People don't know, but so that advice and that information and that guidance, all that shit too, is all culminated to me being here. That's my why. That's my turn. That's my drive. Yeah.
Well, that's fucking beautiful, man.
Word. Thank you, man.
No, it's always crazy, like what you and forgive me for the term here, what you pull out from a travesty when shit starts hitting the fan, and when it's someone what's about to happen.
Yeah.
I went through that with it was honestly got back to back, and back in 2007 I lost 7 people really, really close to me, and one girlfriend, which was like, wow, that's the worst breakup ever, but like
that closure's rough.
It is like you can't get any at that point. Like there's nothing. But I remember being there for my aunt and my grandpa at the same time, because they were both one had cancer, the other one's just it was just of age, and it's like it's nothing. You're helpless. Right. You're helpless along with them being helpless, because it's like there's nothing that can be done. And then getting to the point where, like, you know what, like once you've accepted the inevitable, it makes the transgression a lot easier.
Right.
And I just last night, I'm doing the open mic at Graffiti, and I'm scrolling through my phone, and I see that a close friend of my family had passed away. I see it on there. I'm like, oh shit, the service is next week. When the fuck did he die? And I look on the thing, and I'm like, this motherfucker died back in March. I'm like, and y'all are having the service now?
Wow.
I know they got money. I don't know what it was, but like, I'm curious, like, why y'all waited 2-3 months to finally have the service? Like, Salty, have you ever been in that situation? Like, no.
That sound like whenever I hear shit like that, that just automatically go to money. Who had money? There was a money situation there, bro. Because don't nothing move to the money settle. When I don't care what funeral it is, whether you got money or not, right? They go in, don't nothing move to the money. You got to figure out, is it going in the ground or is it going in a cup on the mantle? You know what I mean? And so, like, there's that part. Then you got to feel all that stuff. Unfortunately, I've being confronted that with my mother. We had to be confronted that with COVID, some other stuff. Not telling my lady's business, but like, don't let them move to the money. So there's something there, bro. I don't know I don't want to get people's business, but if there's somebody that has some bread somewhere, they need to figure out, and it ain't moving. And that's what's slowing that up. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it really threw me off. And like, I'm messaging everyone, like, did you know? And they're like, we just saw the post right now.
That's crazy.
So like, we've been sitting on this, and like, he's been dead for like 2 months, and we're coming up to this now. I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, sorry for getting off track on that one.
No, that's a bizarre situation.
That's real. That's real. That's usually hood shit. Usually you ain't got the money. Usually just store them in the freezer somewhere. Just have them stacked up like this and shit. You know what I mean?
That's more my style.
Yeah, that's usually what it is.
Like, I know when like my time comes, like I'm just like, just put me on a mantle or just scatter my ashes at Disney or whatever the fuck you want to do with them ashes. Yeah. Like I don't want to take up. I don't want to take up space. There is so much in this world. I don't want to be, put away in the ground and just forgotten for the next, centuries.
Yeah, because that's the real cold part about that whole thing is like, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be forgotten. And as we should be, man. Damn it, we're just dust particles, man. We're here for a minute. We're taking up space right now. We're hogging up shit. We fucking up footprints. We making babies. And, sometimes ain't care of them, sometimes ain't. we making relationships and fucking them up and working those out. It's called life. This is the way we're doing it. But like to try to hang out in this motherfucker and to try to be no, man. Cash out, you know what I mean? Cash out. It was a good run, you know what I mean? Let somebody else get in and take a swing at you, dumb son of a bitch. I don't want none of that stuff either, but when I go dump my ass off on the side of the boat or something, bro. You know what I mean? Let the fishies have at it, you know what I mean? I smoke a lot of weed. You could just plant me in the ground, probably grow your own strain if you.
Yo, that would be sick.
But just like, let me go, though. None of this shit matters, bro. Because that's your people. Yeah. That's what's happening. That's a money thing.
It is a money thing.
Bullshit. We shouldn't be having to do that.
I want to be a tree.
Yeah, right. All the funeral stuff is for them anyways.
Yeah.
It's for them anyways. It's for a life.
It's insane how much money the funeral industry makes, because I mean, they do have a high overhead when it comes to like the upkeep of cemeteries and all this shit. But like, people be dropping like $30,000-$40,000 for a funeral, and then depending on and then you get depending on the box, or if you're doing like them crazy monuments.
And the shit sells itself.
Yeah.
Fucking mausoleums for someone who is really good at porn.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's a lot of money for a dude. I'm 46 years old. I know this is gonna be a weird, but like, listen, the truth is, I masturbate a lot.
Same.
I don't really want you to spend that kind of money on me, bro. Because I'm pretty sure if I add up the minutes, the times, the searches and stuff, it's gonna add up to like I could have started a business. Like I could have been a CEO. I could have invented a lotion to make this shit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like lots of stuff that please don't go so hard. And I wasn't the great guy you want me to be. You're just trying to like make sure your entrance into wherever the fuck you're going isn't as bad as
it's either TikTok on my phone or Pornhub with
that's it,
a
bro.
side of XNXX with a little bit of beg.
I'm just watching local comics get bookinged in places that I can't and just being mad about it. Like, I'm fucking funnier than him. Swipe. don't bury me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck did they get an improv swipe?
And here's me on a Friday night. Who has the largest mausoleum? Ironic, it's in Mexico. Ironically, it's near the cartels. Ironically, people still live in those buildings, even though the dead people live there too.
But let me talk to you about this, because I feel like, okay, I could talk to you about porn. I feel we could have a good discussion about this.
Of course.
I don't think that the porn industry understands how family works.
Man, I feel you, bro. I think they're a little off.
They're a little off because I don't know what's up with my algorithm, because I don't ever search it. I've never put in this 4-letter word.
That's funny.
At the beginning of my searches, and that's the word step. I've never put the word step on any porn search I've ever done.
Have you ever researched Step by Step, the popular series from the early 90s?
Dude, I remember that show, fucking Patrick Duffy, but I've never searched it. I've never in one.
Guess what? Elon has the technology to read your brain. Now that you have it, every porn search is going to be just that theme over and over.
That's the algorithms. He does the algorithms off. The algorithm. Somebody needs to call Child Protective Services on the algorithm right now. I'm not saying shut it down. I'm just saying somebody needs to come in, swoop in, driving around, and they come again in their 200 Chrysler. But
answer me this. Like, let's go on a little adventure right now.
Let's go down this rabbit hole.
You click on a random one because like, oh my god, that rack looks amazing. She's pretty. Let's click on that. Let's see where this goes.
Is that how you do it, bro?
Well, no, I click the GIF. I want to see what's available. Like,
man starts sipping out right away. Oh my god, her rack looks amazing.
No, I'm picky. If I may,
I must spend extra time. This time, for my seed is extra more important than the last time I seeded.
You think I'm gonna just jerk off to whatever random pair of tits are on the fucking internet?
It's your kids. It's your kids.
It's my dick, my choice.
My man, my dick, my choice. Hashtag my dick, my choice. Just do what is that? MDMC. MDMC. Hashtag MDMC. Oh, that's fine.
Here's where I ask you this. I click on one and the stepbrother ones are the step sibling things are always the funniest because like, but you're my stepbrother. What are you doing?
That's the problem. They have to have this corny ass dialogue.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, cool. Stepbrother and stepsister are doing it. Okay. I'm like, all right, cool. This is awesome content. Great job. And then an older person walks into the picture. And then it's like, oh, stepmom, what are you doing here? Oh my God, let me show you how to suck a dick. Now, stepmother comes in, and stepbrother and stepsister are still there.
Is this 2023 you're watching this? Because this is totally 2017.
No, it's 2023, good sir. Wait for it. So, oh my God, stepmom, oh my God, what are you doing? No.
Don't stop there.
That's someone's parent in that equation, because how can she be the stepmother to 2 stepkids? Because that's someone's mom right there.
That's someone's mother.
in that equation.
When are we gonna have that? You're not gonna have like that's someone's daughter. Yo, that's somebody's mother in that porn right now, pretending to be someone else's mother.
and then
fucking them.
There's a series called Swap on Pornhub.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and then
digital herpes.
The parents come in, the step parents come in, and then the step kids come in. Like, no, someone's parents in this one, and y'all are just crossing the streams, and I just don't get it. I get it. It's the sake for the title and all that bullshit, but that's not how families work. Porn industry. At least give me something to work with.
I'm gonna play. Can I play devil's advocate?
Go for it.
All right.
Are you sure? Do you want?
I know I'm using your role, Rand. I didn't say white devil's advocate.
Here you go. You do yours, and then I'll do mine. Go ahead.
We got a comment coming in. What are you doing, step uncle, twice removed by stepsisters, cousins, brothers, former cousins, roommate from church school?
What?
That just sounds like regular sex.
That's regular sex. That comes right back. That's a full circle. If you do the math, that's a full circle. You're just fucking that cousin.
That's the degrees of separation.
That person also had sex with Nicolas Cage. Yo, check. Oh man, this is so much fun, guys. Damn it, I don't want to fucking leave.
We're about to wrap it up.
For sure. This is my thing about porn as a whole. Thank you all week.
Puns all night.
My thing is that I'm scared I'm gonna stop watching it, and the reason is because I'm shocked at like how I have progressed. My viewing, my tastes have progressed, right?
Yeah,
because like it started out just hand jobs. Then it was missionary. Like the first ones were just kissing. The first porns I watched were just kissing, and then I found out I have a type. Right, so I'm like, I like Latinas. Shout out to Latinas sisters. All right, I know y'all did the Puerto Rican parades and stuff. Big ups to y'all. I brought one with me. She's awesome. Love you. But I have a type. I love Puerto Ricans, man. Drives me crazy. I watch all the Puerto Rican ones, man. All the compilations. But that shit has progressed too. And this is what I got.
Carmela.
Oh, all day, baby. All day, baby. And then this is where it got weird because now I'm like rough. Now I like watch it rough. Like the rough stuff, and I'm like, that's not even my nature, bro. I'm not even.
I gotta have a bad. I gotta have a bad.
Yeah. It's like I'm just weird how it started from like just kind of wanting to say hi to like full on like you like that, you dirty, filthy.
I gotta have a really bad day to watch rough porn. Like it's literally a release.
It's just but I'm stressed out. I'm up here chilling with y'all, but I'm high, so it's different. I'm a really normally stressed out dude. So yeah, that's what it is. It's my release.
But no, as we're wrapping up, Ants, thank you so much for coming on. This has been a real pleasure. I hope to talk to you again in the near future.
Let's do it, baby.
I'm watching your shit. And I'm liking it. Let's see what happens in the next few months. And we'd love to have you back towards the end of the year. Anything you want to plug before we head out?
Yeah, man. Actually, please follow me on all social medias. Ants Rants on all social medias. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Farmers Only. I'm out there, baby. I got some shows coming up, man. If you guys are gonna be in the Lake Nona area tonight, I'm gonna be doing this show out there. Carmen Valone's the headliner. My man JP, I'm hosting. Come out there. It's a show put on by LoveCon. Shout out to Darius and those guys. It's a drive shack out there in Lake Nona.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Pull up, man. Y'all come out. That's gonna be fire, man. I'm gonna go out there and try not to say the N-word to them white people with money. I got the Orlando Invasion coming up. That's a lot of fun. I'm headlining that. Shout out to James S. Line. I can't wait to rock out with all those wonderful comedians and monsters. Aaron, you gonna be out there, bro?
I am not on the lineup.
I don't come through, bro.
Okay, let me know.
Come through, bro.
I know.
But really, that's about it. What else we got going? Anything good? What? Oh snap, man! I'm going right back. You know what, man? I'm always out on the beach. Beach people love me, bro. I'm gonna be out at a kava bar doing like comedy for really really relaxed white people. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be out at Beachside, but I love
Beachside Records.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. Jimmy working with him, man. Shout out to those guys. So I'm always doing something, man. If you see me, man, click on. Please follow me on the Instagrams and click on my reels and all of that. And that's where you guys can reach me too for bookings and all that as well. This has been dope, man. I really, if you have not been to do a show with these guys or a session and you've not watched the podcast, watch it. Side of Chaos is dope. What I love about it though is coming here and seeing y'all hash out your shit. That was so beautiful, man. You can tell y'all are good friends, and like you got to come and see this. If you're a comedian and Aaron hit you up or Patricia hit you up, come out. Also, let me plug your mic, bro. Graffiti Junction.
Oh yeah, Graffiti Junction, Thornton Park every Thursday night beginning at 9:00. We have a good time up there. All comics who go up on stage first 10 get a free drink, along with a shout out on Real Laughs on next week's episode.
Word, man. So that's what
Super
I got going
cool.
on.
Aaron, anything you want to plug before we start?
Actually, you want to do the show plug now?
Yeah. So here's what we got going on. July 20th, we are taking over the veranda in Thornton Park from 6:30 to 10 o'clock, and we have a lineup of some of Orlando's top comics, and the show starts at 6:30. Now, here's the thing: doors open at 6:30. We have vendors from all over Orlando. We have art, we have food. We're gonna have Graffiti Junction providing drinks that night, and it's gonna be a lit show. The show itself, literally, it's called The Show. Beginning at 8 o'clock, we have Joe Sensabella, Rob Smiles, Darwin Evans. No, Donald Evans. Sorry, Donald Evans.
Donald Evans. You're gonna call it Darwin?
Darwin
Evans, everybody.
Ash Cash, Lisa Rod Davis, Miguel Colon Jr., and then we have our feature act, which is Chad the Bird, who's flying in all the way from Chicago for one night only here. And like tickets are actually selling right now. We have a cap, but once we sell out right there, we will have another sale for those tickets. However, tickets are on sale right now. Go to eventbrite.com, type in The Show, or just type in Chad the Bird. You'll see all the information right there. Tickets are just $10. $15 will be at the gate. And coming out for just check out the art that is the beauty of Orlando on sale that night, and then sit down for a great show, have some great drinks, and the official after party will be at Graffiti Junction, Thornton Park, right across the street. So you're gonna be driving nowhere for the after party right there at Graffiti.
Excellent.
Aaron,
that wraps us up. I have a very light schedule because I'm going to be going out of town quite a lot very soon. So if you're interested in seeing me in those odd places, I'll have dates and
Nice.
stuff upcoming shortly.
Yeah. And if you want to catch up on anything we do, go to withthesideofchaos.com right there. Links, link below. If you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it.
Chad the Bird.
Chad the Bird. We'll see you guys next week.